Times were tough, so I sold my soul. And I don't think I'll ever regain control. Devil looked me in the eye, now I look the other way. What else could I do? I just stood at the doorway, knew I'd rather be drunk with you. I'd rather be drunk.
Hey Internet, Dracofunk here. Welcome back to my Reusable Space Program, Season 3, Episode 19, and we are doing space tourism. And the SSTO Mark II, actually it's SSTO B for the space tourism, is refueled and heading up to the Mun cruise ship to retrieve the passengers. Alright, lining up and waiting, getting permission from the tower for takeoff. We are cleared, and we can proceed to orbit. Now this is the Mark II. You can tell it has air brakes. What else is different? It might just be the air brakes. But it is an SSTO. I'm on a SSTO trajectory, and I'm actually going about 15 degrees up. And I found with this SSTO, seems to be the best way to get it into orbit. I have designed a updated version of this. But for now, it is launching up. Well, it doesn't launch, it flies into orbit. And we have an apoapsis of above 100 kilometers. And I'm going to circularize. We're really close to being circularized now. That's the best part about the SSTO trajectory. By the time you get up there, it doesn't take that much more to circularize. And now that we are circularized, we just need to do the rendezvous maneuvers. Align the planes. I'm using MechJub to help me. Without MechJub, it's just a matter of looking very closely and getting your planes aligned. And then establishing. The Mun cruiser is in a 200 kilometer orbit, so I'm not actually going to change the orbit. For this, I'm just going to go ahead and do the Hohmann transfer. And there we go. I'm filming this while I'm drinking my morning coffee. Well, not filming this. I am recording the voiceover. I did the filming a couple days ago. And then I edit the videos down, and then I film the voiceover. But we have our rendezvous. We are close by the Mun cruiser. I saw it there for a second. Let's just go ahead and point towards target, and there it is. Now, the Mun cruiser is going to have to do the docking because I, at this time, only have the one docking port. So I'm going to actually use Matt Lowndes' method for docking, and that is to point both ships, have both ships target docking ports, and just have SAS point towards target, and then use the nav ball to make sure the ship's coming into docking, and that way the docking ports are always pointing towards each other, so as long as the vectors are the same, it will come in and basically dock. All we have to do now is transfer the passengers and then undock. Now, here I make a mistake. Like the last ship, I know I had been really good about landing on the runway, and the last ship did land on the runway. But I missed my maneuver node by 45 seconds. And I'm like, oh, that's no big deal. What's 45 seconds? Well, 45 seconds is a big deal. And I should have went around again, and I didn't. I didn't think 45 seconds was a big deal, but 45 seconds was a big deal. Because it was 45 seconds of going like 2,400 meters per second. So, as you can see, I'm flying over the continent now, and I'm way too high. So I'm going to fly over the Space Center. And at this point, I'm thinking, I got plenty of fuel to fly back. So there, I've now overflown the Space Center. See that island off to the left? See that continent up ahead? Now, a smart person would be like, hey, why don't I just go to the closer thing? Also, see the boosters that are just sitting there landing in the water? I need to do that. Kerbal Navy needs to come out and recover all these, and that's something we need to do. These are like beacons leading us back home. Okay, I realized about now that maybe I don't have enough. See that island right there? I really wish I would have just bit the bullet and tried landing there, because really I don't have enough fuel to make it all the way back to the Space Center. I'm going to land just offshore. I'm really disappointed with myself. I missed the maneuver node by 45 seconds, and this is what happened. I mean, I can see it. It's right there. And now I'm out of fuel, and our CS isn't helping. It's just not enough. All right. So let's see if I can make this water landing let's get as slow as possible. Come on, slow down. Nose up. I don't have any more lift. what, 18 kilometers away. Good news is, nobody died. Nobody died. I'm just going to have one more sip of coffee. I'm so disappointed. Okay, here's the Highway 47 SSTO. It has enough Delta V to do the rendezvous. So this was a season 1 build, and it's not nearly as efficient as the other SSTOs. It only carries 4 passengers, it takes 4 engines, and then it has 2 rocket engines, so it's 6 engines total. I could have made a much more efficient SSTO. But that's okay. I'm getting a Hohmann transfer. Could I possibly mess this one up? Always pay attention. Somehow, and I'm not paying attention, I am very far away. I'm in the wrong orbit. And I'm so focused right now on my apoapsis at 146 instead of 200. I failed to realize my periapsis is at 35 until right about here. When I'm like, okay, guess I'm coming in for a landing. At this point, I'm thinking, okay, I'm just going to land on this continent. Until I realized, oh, I'm going to fly over this continent. No, I can't get back. Okay, maybe I can land in the desert. And I look at that, I'm not thinking, well, maybe I can make it all the way to the Space Center. Something just blew up, that's okay. Little flip out, that's okay. And here I'm thinking, well, that's not good. Whoa. Low on fuel, this craft is not the most aerodynamic piece of flying equipment I have. Okay. There's the continent. Can I make it to the Space Center? Whoa. I just need altitude and speed. And I'm out of fuel. But I think I can make it to the land. No, I can't make it to the land. Really? I'm going to ditch 2 SSTOs in the water today. Worse, I haven't even recovered the Highway 47 crew, so I'm going to have to send up another SSTO to bring them back. Alright, let's see if I can make this landing a little better. Pull up a little slower. The good news is this one actually glides better than the other one, so I can get it. Okay. At least this one I have recovered intact. except for whatever blew up on reentry. Okay, time to launch another SSTO. So I'm going to have to launch an experimental SSTO because this one needs to be recovered. One SSTO just landed with the crew last episode. The other one landed in the water. So I will send up a brand new SSTO. And by brand new, I ripped this design almost entirely off of Veos. Is that how you say? Okay, a little bit unstable takeoff, but let's see. He doesn't like to use monopropellant. He didn't put solar panels on his, but I did. I don't think he had a docking port at all. Maybe he did. I don't remember. I just kind of liked the design, so I kind of ripped it off. So one pilot has a passenger compartment for 4. I should be able to... It'll do what I need it to do. I've actually also never tested this SSTO, so this is its first flight. I've never tested it. I didn't test it in my... I have a test save that I use sometimes to test craft. I haven't done any of that this season at all. I haven't tested anything, any launches. I've just been doing it all on camera. This is the first time. All right. A little bit concerned that I don't have enough Delta V. It's going to be tight. I should be able to circularize. I'm not too worried about that. Okay, I did put solar panels on this. Because I don't want to run out of electricity. And that is not a lot of Delta V. But I am circularized. I have 600. I don't need a lot of Delta V. I have enough. I just checked on the Mun Cruiser to see if it had enough Delta V. It definitely doesn't. So we're going to do this. Oh, good. I'm really... that's a lot to get the planes right. All right. So here's the thing. I have Delta V. It's going to be tight, but that's okay. It just needs to be enough. And I think it is. Yeah, we're good as long as I don't mess up the rendezvous. As long as we get close, we are easily close. We're right there. All right. Who's going to do the docking? We're going to go butt to butt. All right. I probably should have tested out the docking for this other SSTO, but I didn't. There we go. All right, let's put the Highway 47 crew on there. Now, this SSTO actually can carry 8 passengers. And I only needed it to carry 4, but it's the SSTO that was ready to go. And yeah, I know I could have spawned any SSTO, but I'm trying to keep this somewhat semi-realistic, as in, they wouldn't just be able to recover and relaunch the other SSTO in that timely of a fashion. All right. Now let's see if I can land this on the runway. And right about here, I should have realized I am too high over this continent. And I have realized that. You really need to be below 30 kilometers when you reach the edge of the continent. And you should be sub 20 by the time you go over the mountains, because there's the Space Center and it is 33 kilometers down. There is the debris from the other SSTO that landed right off. Okay, this time, see that island right there? That's what I'm going to aim for, because I know I'm not going to make it back to the KSC. So I'm just going to try and turn towards that island right now. All right. I really don't have that much fuel. All right. Turn around. All I gotta do is fly to the island. I am out of fuel. Is it enough? No. Really? 3 SSTOs in the water today. What? Guys, I'm sorry. I need to do better. I realize that, I could have quick saved and just pretended like I did everything right, but I really haven't been doing that. So let's see. We have crashed in the water. Nobody's died. But that is 3 SSTOs out of commission. And, I could be doing quick saves and fixing and pretending like everything goes right, even when it doesn't. But, I really haven't been doing that. I've been trying to do it as it happens. So, sometimes you crash. Sometimes you don't fly safe. But hey, thanks for watching, and check out our other videos, and we will try to fly safe next time. I almost sneezed right at the end, but I'll see you later.